Hey there, I wanted to cover a quick feature overview. It was released at the start of March. User directory lookup on authenticated task forms. I've used this a couple times, so that's really quite useful. Couldn't find an overview of it, so I thought I'd do one. So we released a couple of different settings and configuration options that basically all rolls up to the task form authentication. So federated tenant in NWC, there's a user directory lookup config page. When you submit a form to somebody, adds them into your Nintex Workflow Cloud users list, also as a participant, which is quite cool. And then there is a new little config pop-up in Nintex that assign a task form area. So let's have a quick look at that. I'll start with the settings as an overview. So you have to have your tenant federated. So under user management, identity federation, that has to be done first as a prerequisite. Otherwise, it won't work. And then you should see user directory lookup. So you'll have to configure this, connect that to your AD, and that's going to allow that lookup in a nice type ahead fashion in the config. Let's build a quick workflow. Just chuck in a task. So I'll just go create workflow. It doesn't really matter. Form. Assign a task. So it has to be a form-based assign a task. Express approval won't allow me to do the lookup because it's an authenticated task form at the other end. Scroll on down to the assignee. Now you got an option, assignee authentication enabled, disabled. So that's going to allow me to either send it to, if it's off, I can select a user in the dropdown or enter a specific email address. If it's on, it's going to remove that sort of anonymous aspect of things, and it has to be someone that's in my AD. So it just covers it there. User must log in to access the task form when it gets delivered. And it gives me this type ahead option. So you'll see the little book, or the address book option has popped up there. Obviously, I can use a variable to drive the population, or I can use the type ahead. So start typing Chris. I know there's a couple of Chris's on my tenant. You see the little Azure AD symbol next to it. That one's going to go to Chris Ben, and it locks down that task. So pretty cool. Good use of the authenticated side of things. So settings, federate your tenant, then you've got your user directory lookup, and that'll open up this capability. Cool.